Welcome to the Sweet Vegan, my friends. I will show you how to make the most incredible vegan desserts, from a simple brownie to the most amazing, decadent, indulgent cakes. There's no eggs, there's no dairy, there's no processed sugar, but there's a whole lot of love. To begin with today, we'll make a lemon and blueberry cheesecake. It's one of my favorite recipes. So we'll start off with a springform pan like this. So it's just to make it easier to take out afterwards. We'll line it with a piece of parchment paper. So the ingredients are 1 cup of raw walnuts. We'll put that in the food processor. 1 cup of granola, could be any granola you wish. Mine is just a mixture of oats and pecans. Gives it a really nice crunch. And then we have really nice dates. So you want to get real juicy ones like this. Have a look at this. When you squish this date, it's got a squish. And you can see it's an ooey gooey one. You don't want the dry ones. So 8 of those. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Give that a good old whiz. Yeah. Got one ingredient, a pinch of salt. So you'll know when it's ready when you open it and take a handful. It should bind together, it should hold together. So let's have a look. It might need a few more pulses. So that looks pretty good to me. So it should bind together. So I'll bung that in there. And then we'll press this crust down. You can use your fingers. So you press this down really nicely so it's nice and firm. If you use the back of a tablespoon, it really helps to make the edges smooth. So if you press it down like this, beautiful edge, nice and clean. That pops in the freezer, and then we'll make the filling, okay? So this is a lemon and blueberry cheesecake. The first layer, it will be a lemon layer, and then the second layer will be a lovely blueberry one. So what you want is to soak 4 cups of raw cashews, not roasted, not salted, no flavor, just simple nuts, overnight. And then you'll strain them and they'll look like this, all nice and puffed up. You'll pop that in the food processor again. That goes in there. 1 cup of water. So we'll process that until it looks like hummus. Once it looks like this, then you'll pop 8 capsules of probiotic powder. I've used acidophilus probiotic, just a simple one. 1 teaspoon, so that's about 8 capsules. So let's in there. 1, 2. This is where all the magic happens. You'll give that one more whiz, about 10 seconds. And then you'll scoop that out in a bowl. Look at that. Beautiful texture. That will be your main filling of the cheesecake. This step is really important. Most cheesecakes are really heavy, and after about the 3rd bite, you're sick of it. But this makes the cheesecake really light, tangy, and has a really nice aerated texture to it. scoop that all in there. Look at that. Don't waste a thing here. Scoop everything out. Whoops. You'll cover it with a clean kitchen towel and let it sit overnight, room temperature. After about 12 hours, it will look like this. So you can see it's beautiful and aerated. You've got some nice bubbles going on. All the magic has happened there. And that will be your filling. So the next step, we're going to divide this mixture into 2 parts. We'll use the blender for this next one. I'm eyeballing this. So half the mixture goes into the blender and we'll save the other half for later for the blueberry layer. Put that there. We're going to use a lemon, the juice of it and the zest. So zest 1 lemon, an organic lemon. Wow, it smells so good. It's like aromatherapy. Smell that. The zest is really important. It just adds that extra tanginess, not just the juice, but you really want to get some zest in there. One full lemon. And then we'll juice this. So 1 lemon is usually about 1/4 cup of juice. So let's have a look. Oh, yeah, perfect. 1/4 cup of lemon juice goes in here. $80 milliliters of maple syrup. Yummy stuff. And then you'll blend it into a nice creamy mixture. You'll need to use your mixing stick for this to get in, mix all together. One ingredient I forgot was the coconut oil. So 80 milliliters of coconut oil. That will help set the cheesecake. Now look at that. Nice and creamy. You want to face dive into that. So one thing I love to do to add a bit more color is to put a little bit of turmeric, just to give it that lemony, golden color. A 1/4 teaspoon of ground turmeric. Pop that in there. Gives it a beautiful golden color. Give that a few more seconds. Oh yes, look at that. Nice and creamy. You could just eat that straight out of the bowl. We've taken the crust out of the freezer. We have our mixture ready. What I love to do, because when I eat something, I like to find little hidden pieces of fruits in the cakes. So what you can do is just put some dried blueberries around the side. It's just almost like a lovely surprise when someone bites into it. You can even put some freeze-dried strawberries in there. And it also looks beautiful, because when you're making food, it's not just about what it tastes like, it's also about your intention and the attention that you put into the food. When you make it with your whole heart, then that person will feel it. They'll definitely feel the vibration. Look at this. Lovely and creamy. Oh, it smells divine. I might just lick the spoon here. To smooth it out, you give it a little jiggle. You can do a little shimmy. See, look how nicely it is now. Give it a few taps. That just releases any air bubbles. So we're going to take the cheesecake out of the freezer. It's set a little bit. Let me just decorate it with a little bit more fruit to make it look pretty as you slice it. You can put a few blackberries, some dried fruits. You can even put some in the middle. And we'll decorate it at the end as well. This is just when people slice it, there's a nice surprise inside. So, for the final layer, we're going to put the rest of this fermented cashews into the blender. Oop. Together with half a cup of blueberries, about 10 blackberries, a quarter cup of dried blueberries. The same thing, we have 80 milliliters of coconut oil, that will help it set. 80 milliliters of maple syrup. And we'll blend it. Let's have a look. Oh my goodness, look at this color. How beautiful is that? And then we'll pour that in here. All over the top. Oh, look at that. It smells divine. I can smell the blueberries. Again, just to check, tastes good. Yeah, it's perfect. So good. Again, give that another jiggle. You may need to use a spoon here to level it out. Hey. So give it a jiggle, give it a wiggle, right? And then my favorite part is to decorate, make it look beautiful. So we have some dried blueberries, some freeze-dried strawberries and blueberries, and some fresh ones too, and some beautiful dried flowers here. So be creative. What I love to do is just start off at the edges. I see this as my studio and the plant kingdom as my palette, all my colors and textures. I can create whatever I wish, and the best of all, I can eat it too. So you pop that in the freezer to let it set for about 6 hours or overnight. In it goes. All right, let's have a look. Oh, wow, look at that. Look at the layers. beautiful lemon layer and then a blueberry layer and then beautiful fresh fruit on top. That's just to die for. Let's have a look. Wow, look at this. I'm gonna slice it. Oh, it's perfect texture. Gorgeous. Got the crust, the lemon layer, the blueberry layer, and fresh fruit on top. Let's have a try of this then, shall we? Now that is divine. Excuse me. I'm gonna have a date with my piece of cake here. So this is it. This is our beautiful lemon and blueberry cheesecake. Everyone's gonna love it. The kids will love it. You'll bring it to parties. Everyone will love it. Have fun, make the cake. Would love to see the photos. If you have any questions, just put them in the comments. And yeah, enjoy. I mean, what's there not to love? Seriously. I'm just gonna have another piece. What you do need is a cup of tea with this, and that'll be perfect.